They will only come off with water. I picked up one of these. One of the things I like to do for my monthly resets. This is my under sink situation. I'm gonna start with my Amazon haul first. Happy Monday. I hope you are having a fabulous week. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of organization for August, you know, like a good old monthly reset. I have not done one of these videos, I think, in over a year, mostly because I haven't felt like I've been organized or settled enough to actually get in and start sorting through things and planning things and organizing my life. So I'm pretty excited that I actually get to do this. If you are new here, my name is Rachel. I just moved to Washington, DC from Australia, and usually my videos are more about home organization and me setting up my apartment. But today I thought I would do a bit more of a life admin, life organization type video because I'm actually really excited that I feel like I'm finally in a place to be able to start focusing on some of these more general life tasks. So it's kind of nice. And today I'm going to be going through a few different things that I like to do to set myself up for the upcoming month. The first thing I'm going to focus on today is redoing my planner system. Currently, I am using a whiteboard to organize my life. I change out the way that I plan every couple of months because I tend to get bored and then I need to find some new thing to keep me interested and up to date with planning. And right now I've been using my whiteboard a lot and I'm really enjoying it, but a lot of the background grid system that I drew up is starting to come off and it's getting a bit messy and dusty. So I thought I would take a picture of it and then wipe it and start again so that I have a fresh board to work with for August. These are the guys that I use to draw any of the background lines. Like if I want to draw up a calendar or just a grid or anything, it's this one because they're non-permanent, but they will only come off with water, which means you can use a regular whiteboard marker remover and it won't come off, which is great, so that you can use a regular whiteboard marker, wipe that one off, and this one will stay behind. But like I said, it just was kind of getting a bit messy, so it's nice to just redo the whole grid. And then these are the regular whiteboard markers that I am using. I actually have no idea where they're from. I can't remember. I'll try and link everything down below, probably Amazon or something. And these come in a pretty big pack. I have multiple other colors: red, brown, black, pink, all those kinds of things. Anyway, these are my favorites when it comes to using whiteboards, so let's do it. Essentially, I divide my whiteboard into 5 categories. My categories include to-do, which is anything that I can think that I need to do, but that doesn't necessarily need to be done today. Then I have today, where I will sometimes move things from here over to here, or just anything else that I need to remember. And then I just start listing, and I list as far down as I need to, and I found that like the whole column is more than enough space. Next to that, I have video stuff, and this is usually with either Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Anytime that I need to film anything or I have something that I want to talk about, it goes into this column, so I remind myself to get on top of it. And then I have a schedule. So this is the part where if I have a few things that I want to do over a few different days and I want to create a bit of a summary of today and then the next, say, 3 or 4 days, I could just write Monday and then a bit further down Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes I do 3 days at a time, and then I can just have like a bit of a summary of what I plan to do over those next couple of days. Nothing too in depth, but just an idea so I don't forget. And then extra is just a column for any random extra things that I want to remember, things that are at the top of my mind. They're not necessarily a to-do list item, but just things that I want to remember and have in front of me. And I have found this so handy. The other nice thing about these markers is they do have little magnets on them, which means they just clip straight on. I just have them sitting somewhere on the board at all times, and then I just move this around my house and prop it up wherever I need it and always come back to it. So that's how I do it. I now need to think about some of the things that have to go into these columns. I did take a picture, so I will copy off what I had from last month and then think of some new things. Okay, I'm starting to make a little bit of progress. I've got some things down on the lists already. In the to-do section, I have a broken cupboard in my kitchen that I need to go down and let the building know about. I need to look over some emails. I need to organize a new eSIM. I don't have anything in my today to-do list just yet because I haven't thought about it, but I do have a bunch of stuff in my video section, and a lot of it is stuff that I want to talk about in today's video, except the first one that includes a short / a reel that I was working on, and I was waiting for my flowers to open. And then for the schedule, I've put myself all the way through for the entire week. I've got a video going live on Sunday, video going live on Wednesday. Today we are doing the August reset. Tomorrow I would like to go thrifting for home things, but that may happen Thursday or Friday and I can change it up. It's just a rough idea of what my week is going to look like. So yeah, this has just been really handy for the last month or so in helping me remember to do things. And best part is when I list a to-do list, I just go through and I erase things as I go, and as this kind of clears up, I just start to feel like I'm really accomplishing things for the day. Anyway, that's done. I should probably think a little bit more about today. The other nice thing is I actually tend to just leave this out here on my kitchen counter as I'm working during the day, and then I can keep coming back to it and adding things and removing things and whatnot. So it's just my little tracking planning system that I've been using at the moment. Step one, planning is done. The second thing I'm gonna do is clean my kitchen. I need to pack the dishwasher and do all that kind of stuff. But more specifically of like deep cleaning something, I am going to clean my sink. I haven't really been able to clean my sink because the products that I have just aren't doing the job. And yesterday we went to Costco, and then I also went to Marshall's and one of the sporting stores. I have new snowboarding socks, so I'm excited about that for when the time comes. And I stayed at my boyfriend's house last night, which is why I have this bag with me and I need to unpack it. But I went to Marshall's and I picked up one of these, the pink stuff tubs. I think these are supposed to be really similar to the gumption that we get in Australia. I hope that it's kind of grainy. I'm not sure. I've never actually tried the pink stuff in the tub, but I got this little pack because it comes with a double-sided sponge, which I miss my Scrub Daddy sponges. I have to get some of those, but I thought for now this would do the job, and I figured that this could be my sink cleaning sponge so that I can get it looking good, because it's just gross. It looks really dirty, to be honest. Well, it's definitely pink. I don't know if it's grainy though. Yeah, it feels a little grainy and a little abrasive, which I think it's just gonna do a much better job than the stuff that I have. So cleaning the kitchen in general, but then also deep cleaning the sink is also on the list. I also picked up a strainer set from Marshall's yesterday as well. I feel like I just keep forgetting the different bits and pieces that I need in the kitchen, and then occasionally I'll remember and then I'll get them. So now I have some strainers. I'm gonna pop these in the dishwasher and keep cleaning. And we're done. It's nice and fresh in here, and that sink is so clean compared to what it was before. I'm so glad I got that pink stuff. Next on the agenda, we're going to tidy my bedroom. I cannot tell you how happy I am with my bed. It's so nice. It's actually really sturdy. I love the bedside tables. The one over there that's missing one of the legs because it's faulty, the company got back to me, and I have two options. I can keep it as is and get a 25% refund, or I can get a replacement part. So I've opted for a replacement part. I just hope that I can tell them which one it is, because I threw out the instructions and I want to know if there's another way to do that. But I'm gonna make my bed. I also did a load of washing over the weekend and I just need to put that away. And then down here I have my curtain, and we went to Lowe's yesterday and I picked up another cafe rod for the curtains in the bedroom. So I might jump up and do that. I do think I need to order another set of curtains, but I'm gonna do these few things and get it a little more organized in here. Good morning. I ended up with a migraine yesterday afternoon, so I just was down and out, and seeing as my August reset got rudely interrupted, I'm going to be continuing it on today. I did say yesterday on my whiteboard in my schedule section that I would go thrifting today, but I can't. I forgot that I actually have a hair appointment. My hair's not looking that great. I actually haven't got it done since the beginning of March. Well, I haven't had it dyed since the beginning of March. I've had it cut, haven't had it cut since the end of April, so it's well overdue, and I do not like the color at all, and I just want to get it all freshened up. So that's going to take a pretty big chunk out of today, but I figure this afternoon when I get back, I'll be able to continue on with some of the things that I didn't get done yesterday. Also, this dress has become my favorite outfit. I've worn this twice in the last week because it's so comfortable and it's so cute. I just got back and I did a quick little trip to Trader Joe's on the way home, but I have lighter and brighter hair. Like, it's so pretty and I'm so happy with it. It's just, it's funny, over the last, I wanna say, a year and a half, I've started to think that maybe I should be going back brown and not be blonde, because every time I get it done, I'm like, it's really beautiful, but I don't know. And the only reason I do blonde is because I am so gray through here that when I go blonde, it gives me the opportunity to go 6 months without my hair getting done, and it just kind of like naturally grows out. But I don't know, I'm thinking that maybe it might be time to look at figuring out if there's a way to easily maintain slightly darker hair even though I'm so gray. Anyway, I grabbed a few things from Trader Joe's. I have some tomatoes, a couple of the soup dumplings. These are just my favorite. I'm gonna put a box of these in the microwave now. I got some bagels, an avocado, cream cheese, and smoked salmon. So these are just kind of the essentials that I need for sort of lunch and breakfast. I completely forgot that yesterday I had one of those meal boxes arrive. This is the box that I got. It's Home Chef. I ordered it for the first time 2 weeks ago and it was great. Like, I got it for 30 bucks and then I canceled last week and then completely forgot to cancel this week, and it showed up yesterday, but it was actually very handy because I had no groceries and I didn't have anything for dinner. So I already ate a turkey meatballs one, and then there's another 2, I think, chicken dishes to get me through this week, which is so good. I love these things, you know, like HelloFresh and all that. They're so handy, especially when you just don't feel like shopping and figuring out the meals for yourself. Anyway, I am gonna go and get changed into some comfy sweats, and then we can continue on with this August reset. One of the things I like to do for my monthly resets is pick something that I've been avoiding or procrastinating on, and that includes my junk pile right here. I don't have all these kinds of things organized just yet, and so it's started to pile up, and I really want to get through it today and try and organize it a little bit more. I got sent this cleaning product, and I think what it does is if you add vinegar, water, and salt into this container and plug it in, it will turn it into a sanitizer that you can then put into the spray bottle to clean with. I'm not too sure. I'm still reading up on it, but it seems pretty interesting so far. It comes with these things, whatever these are for, and then there's all these instructions and everything, but I think you can just make your own sanitizer for cleaning at home with just pantry ingredients, which is kind of cool. When it comes to dealing with junk, I like to break it down into different categories, and then I find it easier to put away. So I have sunglasses and seeing glasses. I have some like Panadol, Nurofen, that kind of thing. That's not what they're called here, and I keep forgetting what they're called. Tylenol and I don't know, Advil, something like that. I have some perfumes. I have some hair ties, one pen, lip balm, all my electronic related stuff. This is like a laundry thing, bag thing. So it means that I can go bedroom, 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 bottom drawer with all of my electronics, bathroom, bathroom, and then that pretty much gets all of it out of here and off the counter.
I am exhausted. I swear whenever I get migraines for the next day or two afterwards, I am just like done. And they always last 48 hours. So it started Sunday, kind of around the middle of the day, went all evening, and it was a really bad one. And then yesterday morning I woke up and I was totally fine, which I thought was odd because, as I said, they usually last 48 hours. And then I was fine all morning and I was like, okay, great, let's do my August reset. I'm feeling good. And then it hit me yesterday afternoon. I had to go and like black out my bedroom and go to sleep for a bit, and then thankfully like I slept it off last night and I have been totally fine today, like no migraine, but I am exhausted. And I have some things that I want to do, but I'm at the same time just sitting here on the couch like I don't want to do anything. I have some stuff coming from Amazon, like a real mismatch of just household items. This happens I think every week or every other week. I'm just like, here's all these things that I need, and so I just get such a random Amazon order, and they're taking their time today. Usually they don't deliver this late. It's almost 5 p.m. and it's not here yet, but I'm just a little tired and I don't really want to do anything right now. I feel like this is not a very successful monthly reset. Although I can't really say that because I did plan out my whiteboard yesterday and I do feel a lot better about that. And I also managed to clean off all the stuff that's sitting on my bench, which has just been bugging me for the last few weeks. So maybe not an entire waste, but not as productive as I would have liked, you know? Good morning. I took it pretty easy last night. I hate how exhausted I feel after I get a migraine, and I need to know from anyone else who's a regular sufferer of migraines, do you just feel so exhausted in the days following? I find it so annoying. Mine are usually triggered by dehydration, so I have to make sure I'm drinking enough water. The only problem is if I go out and I have one too many drinks, then I'm dehydrated and it will set one off the next day, and that's what we did on Saturday night. And while I had so much fun, I usually try to avoid that so that I don't end up feeling so awful for a couple of days. Anyway, third time's the charm. Hopefully today I can finish off my August reset. I have 2 more things that I'd like to do towards my August reset, and then just one other thing, which is a bit of an Amazon haul because my Amazon order arrived. It arrived at about 10 p.m. last night, which is very unusual. It never usually arrives that late. So I have a few little home updates to get through, and then just 2 more tasks that I want to do towards, my August reset. I'm going to start with my Amazon haul first. First on the list are a couple of European pillows. These are from a brand called Nestle, I think is how you would pronounce it. I don't really like that they came vacuum sealed because they feel really lumpy, but hopefully with time they'll like puff up a little bit. But I just wanted 2 European pillows for my bed. I was also going to purchase the covers for them, but I couldn't decide because I just don't know what bedding I want, which please help me a little bit on this. I have had my eye on this quilt set from Laura Ashley for 3 months now, and I haven't bought it because I'm just like, is it too much blue? Am I doing too much blue? And I was going to get some like light blue covers for those pillows, but I thought I would hold off until I decide on a quilt set. And I have my heart on a quilt set. I don't want a doona cover because I already have my white one. I would just like a quilt, which will also be really nice for summer because the doona is just way too heavy, and having a quilt will be much nicer. But I'm just not sure if I should go something that's a bit more colorful or a different color because everything just seems to be blue right now. Next on the list, I picked up a couple of these nipple covers. I think these are called nippies. I got them because my favorite Instagram creator is Rachel Martino. I absolutely love her content, and she talks about these all the time. And she's done a couple of demonstrations to show how they look under shirts, and they're exactly what I need because I just don't like having my bra straps and things show through my white tight tops. So I thought these would be perfect. Plus I can also wear them under like nice dresses and things like that. So I put them on last night, and they're very thin, so I can see how they don't really show through the fabric, and I'm excited to try them with some of my tighter white tops. I also have the last pack of curtains. So unfortunately, every pack has a set of 2, and I used 5 in the living room. So then there was 1 left over from those 3 packets. And I don't think I'm gonna use 3 in the bedroom. I mean, I could squish them together and it could be like really full and it might look nice, but I feel like I only really need 2 in the bedroom. I don't know. Anyway, these are the curtains that I've been using. I love them, so I'm gonna be able to put that up, which reminds me, I should continue steaming them. I've only done half the living room, so I need to do the other half, and I need to do the bedroom as well. I also got a packet of mini Coke Zeros. I like to buy them off Amazon because it's easy and I think they're the best price, I think. I don't know. And then the last box is kind of a big one, but it's very light. I have another garbage bin. So I bought a gray one for my garbage, which I love. It's under the sink, does a great job. I wanted one for my recycling because my recycling at the moment has just been an old cardboard box. And as I throw things in there, like if I throw in my protein shake things, you tend to get a bit of liquid in there. It gets a bit gross and I can't clean it. Whereas this, I'll be able to just throw it in the shower, dishwashing soap, and like actually clean it. So I'm gonna put this under the sink, and then I'm thinking next to these two, I wanna get like maybe some little shelves to put in cleaning products and things. But I also need to take out the garbage and the recycling as well. I went to do it the other day and the entire chute was like completely blocked, so I couldn't do it. So I have way too much right now. This is my under sink situation. I've got my gray garbage bin, which I absolutely love. I think it's great. And then this box is my recycling box, and this is only half of it. I had to take the other half of it out this morning and it's sitting near my front door. And then over here I have my cleaning products. And I just think if I got maybe some drawers like the ones I have in the bathroom or some shelves or something, I could stack up and organize all of my cleaning stuff. And I think that would be way, way more organized than all of this. Yeah, I like it. I think if I get some sort of shelf system over here for everything else, I think it's gonna look really neat and organized in here, and I'm gonna like it. So I'm really glad that I got that extra bin. The next thing on my list for my August reset is to clean out the fridge. I try so hard not to waste food. I make sure that I buy things like very well thought out, but sometimes things just get away from you, and the next thing you know, you've got stuff in your fridge that you can't eat anymore. And I just want to clean it out because there's a few things in here that I definitely cannot eat. How long can like pasta sauce be refrigerated for after it's opened? It doesn't actually say on bottle like how many days to use it within. If anyone knows how long pasta sauce can stay in the fridge after it's been opened, please let me know. But there's just a few bits and pieces that can come out. And the last thing that I would like to do for my August reset is to do just a little bit of budgeting. I haven't tracked my expenses since I moved, and so I have no idea what's going on. I mentioned a little bit in my last video that I had a few questions when I did my Q&A about my monthly expenses and how I'm staying on top of things. I actually don't know what my monthly expenses are just yet because a lot of my purchases are one-off items that are not going to be a recurring expense every month, like the pillows and the garbage bins. So I just didn't bother tracking anything right now. It's all expenses that are not really going to give me a good idea of what my actual monthly expenses are. But I figured I should at least maybe catch up, start to try to get back on top of things. So about 2 years ago, I decided it was time to start tracking my expenses, and I created a tracking budget spreadsheet. Essentially, it is designed to just see where your money is going, because prior to making that spreadsheet, I had no idea. I just like got my money and then I spent it, and then I got it and then I spent it, and I had no idea. So then I sat down, made this spreadsheet, and I started tracking, and it was so confronting to see where my money was actually going. And then in the last 2 years, my spending habits have completely changed. I have made so many cutbacks on things. I've decided certain things I was spending money on is just not priorities anymore, and I don't want to spend my money on those things. And I've been saving towards a house deposit. Not that I'm going to be buying anything anytime soon, but that was my goal. I was like, you know what, in a few years, I would like to buy a house if possible, and I want to start working towards that. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years, and I quite like the changes that I've made in my finances, and I'm still learning and trying to figure things out. And as I was saying in my last video, you know, I've just moved to a new country. I spent a lot of money to be able to move here and to get here and to be able to set myself up. So it's weird because I'm moving forward, but it feels a little bit like a financial setback having to
spend money on so many things that I wouldn't normally spend money on. So anyway, I'm just trying to figure it out at the moment, and I thought, you know what, being that we're going into a new month, I've been here for a few months, I'm starting to get a good routine, maybe now's the time that I sit down, play catch up, and start tracking some of my expenses. Anyway, this is my little budget spreadsheet. There's a few different sections. You can place your income, then there's like an expense tracker for every single expenses with little drop down menus, which make it easy to categorize everything. There's a summary of all of the different categories, and then you can also track how much you're putting into your savings account, how much you're putting into an investment, how much you're paying off on debt. And then at the end of the month, it'll tell you how much you have left over, whether you've overspent more than you've earned or whether you've got a little bit extra compared to how much came into your account. So it's pretty simple. It's not a very complex budget spreadsheet. It's just, there to see where your money goes and see how you could maybe make better changes. I found that with the long, every single expense tracker part with the drop down categories was how I realized I was spending way too much money on things like Uber Eats and ordering in, which I have not done since I've moved here. So it's been over 3 months since I made an Uber Eats delivery. And it's just stuff like that I've completely changed my habits around. So it's pretty handy. So I'm going to sit here, do a little bit of tracking. I might only just go through July. I don't think I want to try the whole 3 months that I've been here. I might do a little bit every other week or whatever, but I think I'm just going to go through July and try and play catch up. I am done with the tracking. My everyday expenses are not as much as I thought they were, which was quite nice, but it's still gonna be really hard to get a good idea until I finish getting this apartment set up. And I was thinking about the blonde and everything, it's a really beautiful blonde, but I think the difference is when I was about 27, I used to wear a lot of heavy makeup and a lot of heavy eye makeup, so I always had lashes and just eyeliner and things like that. And now that I don't wear as much makeup, and I don't know if it's just I'm getting older, I feel like the blonde is just washing me out compared to how it used to. Plus, I used to tan all the time, and I don't really tan that often anymore. Actually, that's a lie. I've usually been tanning once a week, but right now I don't have tan on. I probably should do it today or tomorrow. But I think that might be the difference. And so I'm like, maybe I should go back to having a brown color. But the problem is whenever I go brown, it always pulls really red, and I don't like it. My natural color is a very cool toned brown, and it's really hard to maintain that color once it's been dyed. And if I grow it out completely naturally, I'm just gray, which means I'm gonna end up light colored eventually anyway. So I don't know. I'm not sure what the plan is or how I'd go about my hair, but it's nice. I don't hate it. I don't know what to do moving forward as I age and I get grayer and my makeup's changed and things like that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, I am going to wrap it up here. I hope you're having a fabulous week, and I will see you very shortly.